How I got this number, defendant, but where are you, you fat retard?
I literally said I was gonna go get some food real quick.
The case starts in 2 minutes. You will be fined if you're late. Goodbye.
So yeah, we'll be like, Mr. Davis, will you give your claim, and then we'll ask Colin to give his counterclaim, and then we'll have Colin give his evidence and reasoning.
Change your profile picture, fat ass.
Nope.
Turn my lights off in the room.
Ooh, you getting moody, huh?
I'm ready to send the nigga to jail. Yeah.
And defendant, you will not call us by name. You will address us as Your Honor and Your Honor only.
Because you're not big.
Understand, Your Honor.
Or Daddy, if you want. I got evidence before it starts. Presented by Officer Ross.
I'll suck dick if I want to.
What the fuck?
Nice to know later, of course.
It's so funny because it's taken out of context.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
All rise.
I don't see it. What the fuck?
Shut up. All rise. Today we'll be residing at courtroom number 1. The case of Colin Daniel Lewis Simpson Shitty Butt III. You all may be seated.
Mr. Davis, what do you accuse the defendant of?
Hi, Your Honor. I would like to accuse Colin Daniel Lewis Simpson Shitty Butt III of using my brush this morning when he got out of the shower.
Present your evidence.
My first pieces of evidence, I would like to send are first that Colin has a history of bad and very fraudulent encounters with the law. This first evidence I'm sending is a picture of one of his wanted posters showing that he has no accountability for the law and is willing to dodge the law at any cost.
Send it to the case files.
Sent it to General.
Please send it to case files.
There's a text.
Mr.
There's
Davis.
a text channel called Case Files.
Oh, shit.
Mr. Davis, you may continue.
So my first thing was this wanted poster by him. Proves that he's a very fraudulent man when it comes to anything about property and taxes and just anything that has to do with the law, and that he has no honor.
So he has a
Now,
history.
I would like to first get into this very deeply. I've collected some evidence here. First, I would send this picture. Now, Colin, can you describe the picture that I sent into General in the case files?
Objection, relevancy.
What the?
These are pictures of the crime scene that seem pretty relevant.
I can't see anything, actually. I haven't seen anything. So that is the
You will
window
address
seal
me.
where we store most of the hair products.
Now, Colin, how many of those in that window seal have you bought or do you own?
Oh. So I actually don't own any of these, and I actually don't use any of these either.
Then how do you wash your ass?
Oh, I actually have I actually can show you how I wash my ass. So months ago, a few months ago, I ordered something from Target, and it was a kit of care products that I
Now
use
defend it.
myself every time I take a bath and shower. I can put this in the evidence.
Now that okay.
So you
evidence?
take those. I
I
apologize.
take these
Your Honor.
upstairs
You take them upstairs and downstairs every day.
every time
you
I take a shower and I wash my hair. Yes, these are the products.
Now,
Hair and body.
can we get evidence
Interesting.
of you using these
Now-
products? Can you open up and see that? And can I see that they're used?
Your Honor.
Yep, I can open up, Glory.
Thank you.
Your Honor.
Yes,
see,
Mr. Davis.
the thing is, Your Honor, I keep my hair wash in my room. You see, I bought 3 of the products out of those 4 on that windowsill, and one of those I've never used because Cardale and Colin would use it.
Mm-hmm.
The first is the gray bottle, which is upside down. That is Dove Men Care. That is my body wash, Your Honor. The second one is olive oil. What do you call it? It's olive oil hair wash, Your Honor.
Mhm.
Now, if you zoom into the cap, you can see that the cap's actually opened.
I see this.
I do not wash my hair with that. So if I didn't wash my hair with it, who did? Your Honor.
So are you claiming that the defendant did this?
I am, Your Honor. I'm claiming that the defendant has been using the two products, the second and the third one,
Now,
because they are always opened, and when I close them, they still somehow are opened.
defendant, what do you have to say to this?
I say that I haven't taken a shower in the past week, other than today, and my mom uses those.
My
My mom sometimes
Sorry,
uses those products,
sorry.
and I know my mom uses those. Because when I come in the shower, they're open,
Now, Mr. Davis, what do you have to say to that?
and I do not use them.
I would say there's really nothing I can do to contest that, but I do have way more evidence that I would like to,
Oh yeah, here's the evidence that I have used them.
Defendant, we have
You're not
not
full.
gave you permission to talk.
I'm sorry. I'm
We
sorry.
will review this evidence,
Honor.
though, but be
So-
mindful.
What's the heroin?
Mr. Daniel Lewis, if you don't mind me asking,
Mhm.
tell us the reason why my brush was moved today on this beautiful
So-
morning.
I moved your brush so that I could move the Vaseline jar up closest as far up on the counter to the corner as possible to put my phone on top of there, so I could listen to music
No.
while I'm in the bathroom
What do you have to say to this, Mr. Davis?
on my phone.
Now, I'm going to send two pictures. One is the first picture where my brush was originally left. The second picture is where my brush ended up. If you're putting your phone on top of the Vaseline, what does my brush have to do with that equation?
Okay,
Like I
so
mentioned, actually, sorry, well, Your Honor.
first picture is where you put it. Second picture is where you found it.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Simpson.
So, like I said earlier, I like to move it as close as possible to the corner, but also I've had in the past where, because I'd watch YouTube, I don't go on Spotify when I go in the shower. I like to go on YouTube because I like the specific music there. And when I'm in the shower, I always get ads, so I like to change them. And I've had a history of either my phone falling or things in front of my phone also dropping to the floor. And out of consideracy, I didn't want anything to fall on the floor that was not, obviously not mine, because that floor is nasty as fuck, especially in between the counter space going onto the tub, because there's a little corner that's disgusting.
Now, Mr. Simpson.
So, I'm not finished, Your Honor. And also,
Okay.
my hands are obviously really wet and drip a lot, and I don't want water droplets getting over stuff on the counter. So I move everything so it's cleared, and I can put my phone right on the Vaseline so I have height with the volume, and also it's not on the countertop because I want my phone on the countertop.
Now, you say this, but may I ask, out of all the places to move it, why would you move it so far in front of the sink, almost closer to the other side of the sink?
To be honest, I have no reason. I just kind of, it's just where I moved it.
Interesting.
This is flawed. And I have
Think
a off-topic question, Mr. Simpson.
Mhm.
Why is the
Yes, Your
floor
Honor.
so dirty?
Because no one's cleaned that spot in decades.
Okay.
Your Honor,
Yes, Officer Ross.
may I provide some off-topic evidence that I have found in my cases?
Objection relevancy. He said it's off topic.
Now,
This is irrelevant to the case.
Okay, we'll save that for
Save
this
that
is
for later,
more.
Mr.
I wouldn't say this is
Order in the
evidence.
court.
I would
Order in
say,
the court.
Yes, Your Honor.
Wait your turn, Mr. Davis.
Now,
Go ahead.
I would say that this is more of a question for the public. I'm gonna send a couple pictures, and I would like both of the judges perhaps to describe these pictures. Describe Colin's hair in these pictures.
fucking disgusting.
What the fuck? Now, Mr. Simpson, is this first picture I see with you looking very maniacal? Does this have to do with your prior history of crimes?
No, Your Honor, it doesn't.
Okay.
How
Now,
would you describe his hair, Your Honor? I apologize
very-
for interrupting.
To be quite blunt, very nappy and dirty.
Okay, now these are pictures from today. How would you describe these pictures provided?
Clean. I would say it looks much cleaner and nicer.
Looks more. It honestly just looks healthier in my opinion.
I agree, Mr. Smith.
Now, is it not odd to you guys that the day this happens, his hair happens to be suddenly more spunky and more,
Is
better, healthier as
Is
you
this the
described
same
it?
day, Mr. Davis?
Yes, sir, it is. I have the text group chat messages to prove that on the day of the crime, his hair did look like this.
I can also confirm that these were pictures that were taken today.
Okay, way to fucking help the other side, buddy. Now,
Oh no, it's helping.
Now, I would like to step down from the stand and let Colin say a little bit of his evidence.
Okay.
okay, Mr. Simpson, this is your opportunity to present any evidence you may have.
All right. First, I want to talk about a statement that the prosecutor actually made earlier. So you say I used your brush after my shower, correct?
Either after or during.
So wouldn't your brush be soaking wet? Because I don't dry my hair until I get downstairs with my own blow dryer. So wouldn't your brush be soaking wet? Was it
It was
soaking wet?
soaking
Is my
wet.
question? Was
Yes, it was soaking wet. It was
What
actually
was it?
surrounded by water. It was kind of in a puddle there, and it was caked with dandruff and other hair grease.
Do you have evidence of this brush being covered in dandruff, hair grease, and water?
Yes, Mr.
Not
Davis.
at the
Maybe see
moment.
evidence. Okay. Mr. Simpson,
Present some
continue.
of your
So what
evidence.
you're saying is you don't actually have any visual proof that I even used your brush in the first place, is what
I
you're
do
saying.
not have visual proof at the moment. No, I do not.
Okay.
I was such in a hurry that I washed my brush off.
Okay.
Now, Mr. Davis, why are you laughing? Are you not taking this trial seriously?
I am taking this seriously. I apologize,
Okay.
Your Honor.
Mr. Simpson, continue.
Okay. So, Your Honor, I want to submit a few pieces of evidence to show you any brushes and actually, this is the first image I'll show you is the comb I used this morning to get my hair in this way. So I'll send that now into the evidence. This is the comb I use to comb my hair to look like this.
Okay.
And another thing is, prosecutor Davis, haven't I mentioned before that I absolutely despise hard brushes before?
Yes, may I ask you why
mentioned that.
you despise hard brushes?
Because I have very poor scalp care and it quite hurts a lot. So I would like to submit this evidence of the brush that I use and own that I rarely use nowadays,
Now,
but I do use.
I
This
have
is
a
the brush that I
question.
use. It is a soft bristle brush.
I have a question for you, Mr. Simpson.
Yes, John.
So, you said you use your brushes regularly, right? Pretty often.
No, I do not, Your Honor. No, I do not, Your Honor.
But
I do not.
one of my friends actually. Sorry. Mr. Davis, told me that you had said this in prior messages.
That is untrue, Your Honor. I rarely use my brushes.
Off the record.
I actually use my comb more often than my brushes.
Off the record, you
Now-
definitely told me that.
I have a
Now-
question.
Go ahead, Mr. Davis.
Now, Colin, can you explain more onto why you don't use these type of brushes you claim you don't use? Maybe
These
it
hard-
has something to do with the texture of your hair.
Yes, it is actually the texture of
Can
my
you
hair and
describe the
health
texture of your
my
hair?
scalp.
Can you describe, like, if someone were to look at your hair, what they would see?
Well, most days it is fairly nappy and twisted, but since I get combed it today, it is quite straight and fluffy. Because when my hair is combed out, it is pushed up and looks a lot fluffier than normal.
Would
Instead
you
of
say
flat,
it's
pushed
coily,
down.
maybe curly, coily, nappy?
Not today, actually, since I did wash and comb it.
What
it
would
is
you
not
say on a
curly or
normal
nappy,
day?
it's
Your
curly.
hair
On a normal day,
natural
yes, it is
texture.
quite. My natural texture, yes, is quite curly.
Now, when I
Is it
came
curly?
home today, I was looking for evidence, and also I just wanted to clean my brush. And as I was cleaning my brush, I turned on the warm water and I was just washing it. I realized that it was like so gunked up, I couldn't really wash it. So I was running my hand through the brush, trying to get out all the mess, and I actually found a piece of hair in the brush. Now, I'm going to submit this evidence, and I would like everyone to look at this piece of hair. Sorry if the image is kind of bad.
No
If you would
problem,
look
Mr.
at this piece of hair that's coiled up, that was found in the brush,
Mhm.
would you say this is the hair of a man who just recently cut all his locks off and is damn near bald?
Yes.
Or would you say this is the hair of a man who has coils, has naps,
Okay.
This this does
Okay.
not look good on Mr. Simpson.
Okay.
Now let me tell you
Okay.
something, Your
No
Honor.
order
No,
in the court.
shut the fuck up.
Mr. Smith, what are we thinking?
I'm thinking that's either a pube or Colin's head hair.
Mr. Simpson, it's not looking good. You may continue.
So,
What
Your
you were
Honor, I
saying.
would like to say I don't believe this man got that from that brush, considering I didn't use it. And also, after my showers, my hair no longer looks like this.
Yes, you can say washing, combing, these things do affect hair. However, hair will always be in its natural state at some point. So I think if you took a shower and then used my brush, I think that hair still would be able to be identified as your hair. You know? I don't think your hair quits being your hair because you wash your hair. It may look a little better, but it still has the same texture at the end of the day. Do you agree with that?
Now, Prosecutor Davis, you said you found this hair once you got home and knowing this trial was going to happen, correct?
Of course, yeah. I knew the trial was
So
going to happen.
why would you not submit the evidence of this hair actually being on the brush instead of being separated from the brush, potentially being doctored?
Because the
Evidence
brush
that you
is
could just
actually
pick up.
black and I wanted them to be able to see it. So I tried to do it professionally and I put a piece of tissue under it so I could take a picture of it.
So you tampered with evidence, in other words, because you moved it off of the brush.
Not
If
really
it is
tampered.
true. So I would say you tampered with if it is true that you did find this on the brush, which I don't believe you did.
I do think that at some point you could call it tampering, but I think I was really just kind of getting a more professional shot of the hair that I found.
So this is the only hard brush I have ever used in my entire in for the last probably 10 or so years. It is quite fucking ugly, but I do not use it. But I did it for evidence. Make 3 different videos of me using the comb and these 2 brushes to show what my hair looks like if I use the hard comb brush, a soft brush, and a comb. So I would like to submit these video evidences.
We'll allow the continuation of this, but I would politely ask you, Mr. Simpson, please don't say fuck in my courtroom ever again.
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
It's all right.
These are in no particular order, but these are videos of me brushing and combing my hair, and you can tell what my hair looks like, and then you can compare them to the images that Mr. Davis had submitted earlier.
You said you wash your hair every other week or every week.
Every week to every other week, yes, Your Honor.
So why does your hair never look like this, Mr. Simpson?
What do you mean, Your Honor?
Is it because
It has looked like that in the past.
Mr. Smith, what do you think?
I mean, I'm not so sure of that, but I also don't have any evidence against it, so you know.
Well, Your Honor, it is the fact that hair care products, they don't last forever. So eventually, my hair just
No.
dries out, curls up, and the combing process is quite painful.
Mr. Davis, you said that his mother works a night shift, correct?
Correct.
And you say these products and your hairbrush were used in the morning, right?
Correct.
So, Mr. Simpson, why would your mother come home after a night shift in the morning and use his hair products? And
My mother normally takes showers before she goes to work, so they would have just been open.
in the morning.
Well, is there anyone to close them?
But you
Unless he
see,
closed
I
them the night
actually
just after my mom took the shower, then
that
potentially.
is actually true because last night I washed my hair last night. That's why I'm so like particular on what I did last night because I remember everything because I washed my hair last night before you washed your hair this morning. And that product was closed.
Well, I did not open it.
I'm going to pause for a minute. Officer Ross said he had something earlier, and I would like him to show this
So
now.
I was digging through my court cases, or just my cases in general, and I happened to stumble across this. So, Mr. Defendant, can you please explain this, please?
So A, this is irrelevant to the case. So that's just
What
first
can-
Now,
can you
irrelevance.
explain this?
And
Thank
B,
you.
Your Honor,
A,
this is
wait
a.
your did I say
Sorry,
you
Your
may
Honor.
speak,
Sorry,
Mr. Simpson?
Sorry, Your Honor.
Now, Mr. Simpson, did you or did you not say this?
I did not say this.
So, are you claiming this is a fake account
Yes,
with
sir.
your name
Yes,
on
Your
it?
Honor. Yes,
Now,
Your Honor.
who do you
Considering I
think?
do not own a Twitter.
Now, who do you think? You're not famous, are you, Mr. Simpson?
No, sir.
Oh.
So, who do you think would make a fake account about you and spread lies?
There are many people that want to see me taken down for my personality. My personality isn't exactly the most lovable thing in the world, so I believe it is, in fact, people trying to defame me. Even
Mhm.
if I am not famous, defame me in any way possible. Considering the fact that I despise Twitter, and I can tell this is on, well, Twitter. I don't own a Twitter, so this cannot actually be me.
Officer Ross, may we get more tweets from this account up here?
Yes, sir. Give me one moment, please.
Thank you. Or
Ow.
Miss Officer Ross, may you link me the Twitter actually?
Yes, sir.
I appreciate that. Now, Mr. Simpson, do you think maybe Mr. Davis could have made this account to slander you?
In truth, I don't believe so. I will say that I actually do believe that Officer Ross has made this Twitter account because he, in past courts, he has belittled me. He has badgered me, threatened me in the past. So, and he hasn't exactly gotten fully away with it, and hasn't gotten too close to me. So I think he
Now,
would do
I have
this to try to
evidence
defame me.
provide this. I do not own that account because if you look in case files, there's the evidence. I have no other accounts besides my two. One is personal, and the other one is a fan account.
This is
This
off the
motherfucker
record.
got a fan account.
This is off the record, but I clicked on the link and I was gonna put it in the video, and I realized I was logged into it.
Mr.
All right, can we
All right.
can we get back on track here?
Yeah. All right, Mr.
Yeah,
Simpson.
relevancy, sir, relevancy.
All right, I'm looking at these tweets and it couldn't have been Mr. Davis here because this was made days before the accusations came in.
As I said, I didn't believe it
And
to be Mr. Davis.
are you? I will refer to my my screen share. I will now screen share this, if you guys will watch. Now, I hope this isn't your actual quotes. Now, is it?
Hold on, Your Honor. Let me see this screen share that you have provided. When I did view it, I have some of those sayings I believe I have said in the past.
Now, but have you said?
Your Honor, can you
school-
please read out some of these quotes?
School ain't affecting my grades.
See, now I can explain this to you, sir, Your Honor.
Mm-hmm.
School itself affects no one's grades. It is the individual, if they choose to put effort into the work that school gives them. So it is actually the individual that affects the grades.
If you will refer to my screen share.
Your Honor, I cannot view the screen share without being absent from the room.
You may leave and come back. Oh God, hold on, I gotta do something real quick.
Your Honor, you seem to have retweeted and.
No. Of
Get
course
out.
not. Of course not. While Mr. Smith was handling you guys, I was checking it out in further detail, and I've stumbled across.
What the?
I've stum-
I
Once
don't think
again,
I've
Your
ever seen
Honor,
something like this in my 25 years of being in service.
I don't own this account, Your Honor, so this is irrelevant to me.
This is
Completely.
unforgivable.
Seems
So
pretty
now-
defamatory. So I'd actually like to find out whoever made this account and sue them
So
for defamation.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, know what, Your Honor? I wouldn't like to sue this person at all because they don't even use my name correctly. in
So,
this,
Mr. Colin Daniel Lewis Darnell Jerome Simpson III, right? What do you
As
have
I
to
have
say?
known in this courtroom, I am Colin
Order
Daniel
in the
Lewis. I
court.
am Colin
You
Daniel
will only
Lewis
speak
Shitty
when
Boy
spoken
Simpson
to.
III.
Can we
None
scroll
of my
through more of
emails.
those likes and see?
Oh yeah,
Just
we're gonna
examine the evidence. Just keep scrolling through.
Your Honor, I'm not comfortable with viewing this.
Any final statements before we come to our conclusion?
That nigga used my brush to fuck his ass up.
now, Mr.
Your Honor, I had never used his brush. I simply only moved it out of my way.
We will ask you guys to step out, and we will review and assess
Yes, Your Honor, I will
the
step
evidence.
out.
Thank you.
I'll step out, you two.
Dude, I was dying when you server muted.
Dude,
In my 25 years of
no, officer.
What the hell, bro?
I did it so
Yo,
swiftly.
I'm gonna be so dead ass here. Colin might be innocent, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Mr. Simpson and Mr. Davis, are
Yes,
you
Your
ready
Honor.
for the prosecution?
Yes, Your Honor.
Go ahead, Mr. Smith.
Okay. Me and Judge Elliott have come to the conclusion that there is not sufficient evidence to prove that Colin did not or did use the brush. So he is not guilty on that charge. But
We have found you guilty on furry porn charges.
What, Your Honor?
Stop.
That's actually...
Arson,
Your
computer
Honor.
crime, robbery, bribery, kidnapping, violence, burglary, assault, forgery, driving under the influence, theft, law, drug trafficking, human trafficking, perjury, homicide, domestic violence, corporal injury, extortion, terrorism, genocide, manslaughter, drug,
take
and
the
embezzlement. Now, Colin.
I'm only guilty
What's
of
a
about 5
sentencing?
of those crimes.
What's a sentencing,
I'm
Your
only
Honor?
guilty of 5 of those
30
crimes, Your
life
Honor.
sentences.
All right,
Wait.
Mr. Simpson, please put your hands behind your back and please do not resist arrest.
Hey, get off me, man!
Hey,
I ain't do that
Order.
shit, man! The fuck?
Order!
Hey, get off me!
Sure.
No, I have a gun! Hey!
sir, calm down.
Lock his ass up! Lock his ass up!
Please.
Lock
Order.
his ass up!
Calm down,
You'll
Mr.
make things 10
Simpson.
times more easier.
It's only 30 life sentences. You can live it out.
The fuck off me, bitch! I'm killing you.
Sir, please, the doors are this way.
Let me
Please.
go, leave me alone!
Oh, yeah. Also,
I
child
do
pornography. Take them away.
Oh yeah.
I do the porn, man!
We finna put you in the
I
slam
ain't do the
house,
porn,
buddy.
man,
You
I
finna get
swear
slammed
it.
by Tyrone and his buddies. Come on.
And N.
Fuck this shit. The fuck off me, nigga.
All right.
All right, I'm not going to lie, bro.